So this video is going to be a review of the Vevor 35 pint dehumidifier. So last week I was shopping around Lowe's and I was really disappointed with their selection of dehumidifiers. You know, everything they carried was like $300, $400, $500. And not only that, I'm planning to run my dehumidifier in like the continuous drain mode and basically run a hose into my sump pump. And every unit at Lowe's didn't include the hose to run the continuous drain function. And Lowe's was selling those hose kits for those dehumidifiers for an additional $30 to $50 a piece. And $300, $400, $500 for the unit, plus an additional $50 for the hose kit for something I'm just going to put in the basement. It was just a ridiculous price. So obviously I didn't buy anything from Lowe's. So I came home and decided to, search the internet for a unit. And I ended up finding this Vevor, I guess that's how you pronounce it. And I bought it directly from Vevor's website. This unit only cost $100 and it included a 3-foot hose for the continuous drain. So everything that I wanted was already in the box from, one place. So I pulled the trigger and I bought it. So when I first turned the machine on, it was showing 98% humidity in my basement and I could feel it. When you got that much humidity in a room, it just kind of hits you in the face when you walk through the door. After running the machine for about 2 or 3 hours, it was down to like 79, 78% humidity. And that makes a pretty big difference. I'm not trying to go for like 10% or 0% humidity down there. I just want to, get that overwhelming humidity out of that room. Now, this isn't the first Vevor product that I've purchased. About a couple years ago, I was trying to do a renovation of a house that was kind of in rough shape with pets and stuff. So I bought an ozone machine from Vevor, and that thing worked great. I'm batting 1,000 buying Vevor products. This is the second time I've purchased something from them, and I've had nothing but good experiences so far, knock on wood. So this unit has a couple different functions. It's got a sleep timer where you can set it to turn itself off after a couple hours. It's got a humidity setting where you can basically have it maintain a certain humidity in the room. I actually set it for humidity, so it basically cuts out when it drops below 75%, so it's not using up too much electricity. It also has a continuous dry function, which it basically just runs full tilt and ignores like the humidity in the room. I have it set for the automatic mode, and it'll kick in and kick down the fan speed depending on how much moisture is in the room and what you're setting the humidity for. Overall, it's a pretty good unit. The sleep mode is very quiet. I think they said 40 decibels for sleep mode. You can run it in a bedroom, and it's a very consistent hum, so it's not like something that kicks in and kicks out. When it's activated, it's pretty subtle. I don't know if I'd want to sleep with it next to me because I'm going to get to the reason why, but it's quiet enough to actually at least do that if you so choose. One of the things that I was surprised by is this unit doesn't seem to draw a lot of power. Most of the dehumidifiers I was looking at Lowe's were talking about 200, 300, 400 watts, and this one only pulls 98 watts according to the plaque mounted on the side. I don't have my kilowatt meter to measure it anymore, so I'm just gonna have to take their word for it. But if that figure is accurate, that's pretty good. I'm really impressed with that type of energy consumption. Alright, so now I'll talk about the one drawback, at least in my opinion. If you read through the instruction manual, they talk about environmentally friendly R290. R290 is propane. So, I've used propane around the house all the time. I've got the little 1-pound canisters of propane that I use for cooking on the little camping stove, and I also have one of those ventless, portable heaters if our furnace goes out. But if you ever have a propane leak that encounters some sort of spark or ignition, it's going to make your house or apartment building explode. So that would be the last thing I'd refer to as being friendly to the environment, but that's just me. I'm just pointing that out because they don't really talk about using propane on the website, and I might have had second thoughts about purchasing this particular unit had I known that in advance. So you definitely want to be gentle when you move the machine around your house, and you also want to dispose of the unit properly when it's at the end of its useful life. So would I recommend this Vevor unit to people shopping for a dehumidifier? I think it's a mixed bag. This unit isn't Energy Star rated. I'm a little skeptical that it only draws the 98 watts. And like I said, I'm not really thrilled with having something with propane in my basement. So I don't think I would actually recommend this unit, even though it seems to be doing a pretty good job for its intended task. If those particular concerns don't bother you, then this unit is probably pretty good. It's definitely a great value for $100, and it is doing the intended task pretty well. I'm happy with the overall operation of it. Well, that wraps up my review of the Vevor dehumidifier. If you enjoyed this product review, don't forget to like and subscribe.